So I just got out of watching Bambi: The Reckoning. This is the fourth movie in the Twisted Childhood universe. They released Peter Pan earlier this year, and it's all leading up to the Pooniverse crossover. The next movie is Pinocchio, which I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully that still comes out this year. But if it got pushed till next year, that's fine too. But I still think that's going to be the best out of the bunch for the most part. I was really excited going into this movie because I like the little teaser that we got of Bambi. It's just this big ass monster creature, looks fucking terrifying. The thing about Bambi here, right? Because this is the main reason. I don't care about none of the characters. We don't care about the main characters. We're here to just see Bambi. Bambi is a force of nature, and I like how like each movie starts off with like a kind of storybook intro for these characters to kind of give it that childhood Disney kind of, you know, childhood like a children's book kind of, and pretty much breaking it down how Bambi lost not only her mom, obviously, but somebody that Bambi also cared about. So just kept losing people to humans and grew a hatred. And then there was this like chemical spill in the water that gave Bambi his whole entire look pretty much and turned him into a unstoppable killing machine in this movie. And that's the highlight. That is the best I can give you. And I will say I'm a little disappointed because there are some kills in here that have nothing to do with Bambi itself, which I feel like not like 100% of all the kills should have been Bambi, but I'm still those were still cool kills, except for one that had really much really to do with the kid in the movie. But pretty much the story though, with the main characters here, you have Benji and his mom, Zaina, I think that's how you pronounce her name. They're going to go see his father, and but that gets kind of like they get kind of sidetracked literally by Bambi. And I like the urgency of this movie that Bambi kind of just gets right into it. We don't really waste no time like introducing Bambi or just waiting for him to kind of come around. But I will say the story here is the weakest element. You don't really care about none of the characters. They're all pretty trash, like human beings for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You're just waiting for them all to just be picked off one by one. Um, like I said, I will say comparing this to Peter Pan, I feel like the performances were better in that movie compared to this. I do like the kills. I think some of the kills were really cool what Bambi does, but there are some kills, like I said, that has nothing to do with Bambi, and it's just kind of nature doing its thing as well. Um, and even the kid, like I said, he gets a body, which is it's just really weird. And I feel like, you know, this isn't like moving the needle forward as far as this universe goes. But like I said, I'm not mad at it. At the same time, I still think that they are showing progression. Each movie has a different kind of style to it. I like that all of the movies kind of have this gritty, nasty look to it. It doesn't need to look polished at all, which I like about these movies, that they definitely are maintaining that low budget, but you definitely see where they improve with that budget. Because Bambi actually looks pretty good for something that is so super low budget. It looks better than things that you would see in like a $200 million budget movie, you know, CGI and stuff like that. So I gotta give it to them for that, you know. But I definitely think that if you're not sold on this universe with this movie, I just don't think these movies are for you, you know. Maybe it's going to take another movie or, when we get to the actual Pooniverse. But I really just think that Pinocchio is going to be the one that's really going to kind of grab more people's attention. And I think they might need to put these movies in theaters for a little bit longer if they can, like at least like a week or two for some people to go see them. Enough with these just like one weekend kind of things. I get it, but I think they can get better with the marketing, because there's literally just two other people in my theater. So, and they didn't have the show times until like dumb late and stuff like that. They were kind of hiding the poster and stuff. So not too good with just kind of getting this movie out there. It's definitely going to get drowned out by like Fantastic Four and other movies that are coming out this weekend, and that are going to follow it as well. So this is definitely going to be on digital, probably within the next month or probably sooner. Who knows? But if you can go see it in theaters, definitely go check it out. Support indie horror. You know what I'm saying? It's always dope. I will have the Horror Never Dies podcast coming back for season 3 next month on the 23rd. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. But let me know your thoughts if you get around to checking this out. Is this your favorite one out of the universe so far? Or do you like Peter Pan? Or do you still think that Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey, 2 is the best one? Let me know. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.